morning again. This is Gretel Page, and we are reporting live at the PMG Northeast Internal Medicine here with Beth Funsch to talk about a little bit more how important it is to really truly wash your hands and what is the difference between hand washing your hands with soap and water and just a gel. Hi Beth.
Hi.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what you've discovered and what you think is important with washing hands, especially with your medical assistants?
Sure. Well, I started my nursing career in the hospital, and as a new nurse, I participated in a project where we saw that it was sometimes providers who were the least likely to wash their hands in inpatient care. And you know, there's a lot of patients when they're in the hospital who have MRSA or C. diff or contact isolation, you know, respiratory isolation, and there's a perception that they're really sick and that we need to take hand washing super seriously. And so I think that nurses and caregivers in the hospital have a perception that it needs to be done very frequently, but we sometimes perceive our patients in the clinic as being less sick and needing less vigilance about washing our hands. But we do know that caregivers who don't wash their hands are the easiest way for patients to have infections transmitted from one to the other. So it is super important.
That's great, Beth, but let's talk about also what would be the difference between just using a gel and then really washing your hands with soap and water.
Sure. Well, one of the things I found in my rooming audit recently with my medical assistants is that the gel wasn't always used between the fingers and on the backs of the hands. So incomplete gelling is one thing that we see. Also, patients don't perceive that as really washing your hands. I mean, something that I've really noticed is that when a caregiver goes to the sink and washes their hands at the beginning of a visit, there's nothing that reassures a patient more. And we know that hand washing actually, you know, through agitation and the detergent, the soap lifting the germs off the hands, and then finally the abrasion of using a paper towel physically removes particles that could cause infection. And also part of our new Strengthening the Core is re-washing the hands before taking vitals, after you're touching the keyboard and the handles and everything else. And that's something that we noticed was an opportunity for further training with our medical assistants. So, you know, providing lotion for caregivers whose hands feel dried out after washing is important. I've also noticed that right after I wash my hands, if they're damp, I need to go up a size in gloves so that the gloves fit smoothly over my damp hands. And that's just something that our medical assistants are becoming more acquainted with. And in our efforts to provide excellent patient care, that's going to reassure people also that we're taking infection control very seriously at PMG.
Oh my goodness, she has explained it very well. So I hope that you guys here who's watching this video that we will do wash our hands from now on. Thank you so much, Beth.
You're welcome.
Here we are again reporting live at the Northeast Internal Medicine here at the Professional Plaza. Go back to